What is Gucci YouTube? Man, it's your boy Black ch.1 on face skinny body, and we are back, still black, with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Now, before we get to the video, we are officially here with the first ever review of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, aka Boruto's Time Skip, Chapter 1, numero uno. So let's get into the business, yes sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Been keeping up with some of the content within the channel within the last week. We know that I've been touching up on a few of the Boruto spoilers that we had, even going as far as bringing up some discussions stemming from the spoilers that we actually received today. August 20th, we officially got Boruto Chapter 1, 2 Blue Vortex. Those of y'all who read the spoilers, read the leaks, read it on OP scans, man, you know what I'm saying, it's officially out today, August 20th. So if you were wondering why I never officially gave y'all my review, that's because I waited until today to actually read the chapter. And all in all, man, my overall thoughts on the chapter of Chapter 1, man, first of all, I appreciate the fact that it's Chapter 1. I appreciate the fact, understanding, yes, it's a new serialization, obviously still continuing Boruto's story, but like, you know, it's this whole own thing, you feel me? It's there, so you can still have Boruto, Naruto Next Generations on the app, and then you got Boruto 2 Blue Vortex on the app, and then it's just like, man, I can't wait till they start selling the volumes. So we got like another couple months before the first volume, and I'm copping it. You already know I'm stupid live, it's gonna be stupid live. But Boruto Chapter 1, 2 Blue Vortex, all in all 10 out of 10. So just going over the chapter itself, man, Sarada opens up the chapter as exactly as a queen should. You feel me? Big Uchiha vibes. What are you talking about? She's letting Shikamaru know, aka Lord 8th, aka the man with the new meat rider, because you got Konohamaru in the background. Oh, Sarada, watch how you talk. This is Lord. Hey, nigga, get off his dick, boy. We still repping Naruto. What are you talking about, bro? So Sarada's trying to set man straight. Like, boy, I done told you one too many times. If you had a kill on sight order on your name, what would you do? The first thing you gonna think to do is run, boy. Like Boruto don't want to smoke y'all. If he really wanted to, he could have, like, but he just don't want to. That's why y'all still walking and breathing. So Sarada trying to break down the game to them, and Shikamaru was like, yo, I done told you, relax. Now, this is one thing I wanted to make a video and break a video now. Definitely one of the most important things, especially because, you know, I focused on a lot of the hype beast moments throughout the spoilers, Boruto popping up, you know, Sarada, her situations of attacking the claw grimes, Cole popping up, Kawaki being able to fly, all of those things. But one thing that really struck me this chapter was Shikamaru's whole attitude. People is trying to, like, come on, man, let me be the one to say it first, just in case it happens, so I can come back to this moment. Shikamaru and Sasuke are in cahoots. They working together. Shikamaru got put on, whether it be 1 year ago or 2 years ago, or even at the start 3 years ago. He got put on game, and he did exactly, you know what I'm saying, come across the way like Sasuke did, but he similarly did what Sasuke did. It's like, all right, if that's the truth, we gonna ride with him. I'm gonna put my trust in Sasuke and just rock how I rock. Just like how Sasuke is like, you know what? I'm gonna put my trust in Sarada, and we just gonna rock how we rock. So Shikamaru was out here like, you know what, man? I'm gonna play behind the scenes. Even comes to the person who started this, right? Even going back to Sarada, the source of all of this, like, cause Sarada is the reason why Boruto had any help in the first place. Can't let her know, because why is he so quick to disregard the topic of Sasuke? It was just funny to me, whether it, like, Shikamaru had something and then he wants to talk about how he knows Naruto was his friend, but when Sarada brings up Sasuke, he's like, nah, this ain't about Sasuke, this is about you and your mission, right? Not only is he so quick and adamant to disregard Sasuke, but he's so hell-bent on Sarada to chill, like, maybe like he's blowing his cover right now, like, you wilding right now, shorty, like, relax, I got a 200 IQ for a reason. And then last but not least, why is he telling a man, and mind you, they just had an argument about it at the start of the chapter, that Boruto, you know, he has to have the order, he can't rescind the order, because even if he does, other people are still gonna go about it. The minute Boruto pops up, Shikamaru says, monitor his movements. But let's just focus on, mind you, Code has been the threat, right? But even people's been talking about it in the village. What's the whole point of Code attacking? He hasn't been attacking ever since Boruto's left, and that's thanks to Boruto being gone. Right? So what's the whole point of Code attacking right now? You know, basically they haven't been having to deal with Code as much of a serious matter, other than the fact of random claw grimes or claw marks popping up throughout the village. Now Code is actually here attacking. So aside from that, right, one of the main things, they have a kill on sight for this man Boruto. Kill on sight. He pops up and Shikamaru says monitored. That's not sus, then I don't know what is. So moving along, man, Shikamaru and Sarada have the conversation. It's supposed that, you know, it's been going on for years even, because Sarada then meets up with Suma and is like, bro, I was harsh to this man again today. So it lets us know that Shikamaru has been getting bugged by Sarada over the past 3 years, and he's kind of getting tired of it, and Sarada is kind of getting tired of beating a dead horse, because at first she probably had opportunities or chances or glimmers of hope to get somewhere, because even Shikamaru was down there questioning Kawaki. What happened to Momoshiki? How is your body modified from Kara if you're Naruto's son? But then as Sumire and Sarada start to explain throughout the conversation, everything just quietly got dissolved. Everybody just started to forget about it and just accepted things how they were. And now I'm just like, bro, if y'all don't walk up to Shikamaru and give him the 3 deadly questions, boom. Who attacked the village during the Chunin exam when Naruto protected the village? What Otsutsuki was it? His dumbass going to sit there like, Momoshiki. Okay, boom. Why was Kara after supposedly Boruto or Kawaki, however you want to believe? Like, just give it to him straight up instead of telling him what it is. You know, there's some loopholes around this jutsu. Like, it's definitely. I'm the type of nigga to be like, all right, bro. So who was Amato working with before he joined the Hidden Leaf? What Otsutsuki was he working with? Ishiki. Oh, so who is he supposed to be a part of? That nigga Boruto. Okay, but why isn't, you know what I'm saying, Kawaki having, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to break that shit down. You feel me? You just ask these niggas the questions that needs to be asked. So Sarada eventually goes over, and you know, we have Sarada, Sumire, Ada, and Daemon. They're all in this whole little scene. Now we have that whole situation where Ada actually, like, this is probably the worst part of the chapter for me, just to be honest, because Ada straight up, she didn't lie. But I guess maybe Kishimoto thought we must have forgotten, even though it's like one of the most viral chapters he dropped with chapter 80. But like, we know what the fuck Omnipotence does. Before y'all get mad, Omnipotence, y'all think I don't know how to pronounce it. We know what Omnipotence does though. And she said she recently learned new information about it, but said the same exact shit she learned 3 years ago. So that part threw me off. That whole conversation with them was completely unnecessary, aside from the fact that we understand, okay, Ada has been told to Sarada many times, like, she might as well just give up because she's been wasting her time, and it's better off just figuring out a way to rewrite memories instead of making everything go back to the way it was. And there's actually a huge risk at going about it that route. If she would have included that as being new information, but she said recently we learned new information, and go on to describe what Shinjutsu, the omnipotent Shinjutsu Otsutsuki ability was, like the shit that we already know. Like, come on, shorty. You know, shout out to Himawari out here training. She should have been beating the brakes off of Chocho, but I understand, you know what I'm saying, you got to take it one step at a time. And they out here giving us these small hints like, yeah, she got a strong kick, solid foundation, and then, yo, Inoji and Shikadai, they got that shit on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, they got that shit on. Some of the hardest designs out here. I know people was stripped because like Boruto, Sarada, they all look mad old and shit, but like, you know what you got bro, he got that on. And Shikadai with the tracksuit, it hits, bro, it hits. So I really like their designs and their whole little scene right there. But things start getting gritty once Cole pops up into the village. And we get a gauge an idea of, like, you know, how things have been developing over the time. Understanding, okay, Boruto left the village 3 years ago. Code has been chasing Boruto over the last 2 years. Code has a new scar on his eye. My guy Sasuke is nowhere to be found. Now, y'all already know I touched up on the possibility of Sasuke Shikamaru being in cahoots behind the scenes. But in my previous video, I talked about, you know, the events or the possible outcome or results for Boruto and Sasuke versus Code 2 years prior. Or in one of the battles that they probably encountered each other many times over the last 2 years. One of the battles, Code was given that eye scar, whether it be by Boruto or whether it be by Sasuke. But we have Code confronting Sarada. We have Sarada beating the brakes off some of the claw arms. Kawaki beating the brakes off some of the claw arms. You know what I'm saying? And Code popping up out of nowhere. And then my guy Boruto bringing in the hardest return to the village out here. You know what I'm saying? The hardest time skip debut. You know, stepping on this man's like, bro, you get no hose. So stop saying weird stuff. That's what he told that man, right? That's what he told that man, and proceeded to flex on him as he landed on the ground. Now, this is crazy because it's two things, right? And this is just for the review, but breaking it down is going to be a whole nother situation. Boruto was either flying above that man, erasing his chakra signature, and then just landed right there on top of him, or he used his Jogan to teleport there instantly. And we know it would have to be the Jogan, not the Karma Seal. The Karma Seal's transportation dimension traveling is a little bit more slower than when Boruto uses the Jogan, he's able to clearly see in other dimensions. He can hear in other dimensions. So it's like he can go to places instantly, and we've seen it done in the anime where Boruto is in a whole nother world and he's focusing and then he's hearing his friends call his name, and then not only that, he starts to see them and he's like, all right, that's where I want to go. So he goes there, you know. So now in the situation where he's just like, you know what, this man Cole, I ain't seen his ass in a couple weeks. Usually he pops up every Wednesday and Saturday, get his ass whooped, and then goes about his day. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday. I ain't heard from this man since last week. So he's just like, let me, and then he's like, oh, he out here talking to Sarada. He talking crazy. So Boruto just pops up and bop this man in his face with his foot. So that's how I perceive the events to go down. But if it is what it is. At the end of the day, the chapter ends off the meanest three-way about to go down. Not like that. Battle 1v1v1. Boruto versus Kawaki versus Code is about to happen. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 2. And I am excited. Ready for it, bro. It was a hard 10 out of 10 chapter. It was great build up. It was a great way to introduce everybody, seeing how everybody's just going about things. Himawari with the focus of Boruto on her mind, quote unquote, knowing it's Kawaki, believing Naruto isn't truly dead. Himawari hit the nail on the car. She's right. Like, we know that she's right. Everybody else thinks she's bugging. You feel me? But like, I like how, you know, we see Sarada and how she's basically been going about her stance in the village within the last few years. Bro, this nigga Shikamaru called her ass a Genin. And for you dumbass, goofy ass niggas talking about something, it was filler in the anime or the anime, I don't care. It was part of the story. It was told and we saw it with our own fucking eyes. So it happened. Simple as that. But I'm not the type to like throw a big old fuss over it. I was just like, bro, that's crazy. She probably got demoted, or they just gonna do what they do to anime and manga, tell two different versions and it's still gonna be one story. This man who literally is responsible for the content we are seeing, Ukyo Kodachi, Masashi Kijimoto, they let us know from the jump, bro. You gotta watch the anime and read the manga. They said please, because it supports the story as a whole. It's telling one story. It's gonna come together as one story. So it doesn't fucking matter if something happened in anime or it happened in the manga. Let's just have the fun with the discussion. Like, oh, Shikamaru called her ass again, and did she get demoted, or is the manga just doing another way? Like, they're going, Sarada has a mangekyo in the manga and a two-tomoi in anime. We should be used to this by now. Like, it doesn't freaking matter. It's still like, whatever happened in anime happened. Y'all gonna sit here and tell me Deepa never happened? He was fake? Like, that shit doesn't make no sense to me. Now, aside from that little rant, 10 out of 10 chapter, it was awesome, beautiful. I loved everything. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1 was gas. Stay tuned for more discussions and more video breakdowns. It's your boy Black Chair out there. Let me know how y'all feel about the chapter. Comment below. Share the video with your friends. And until my next video, holla at you, boy. Holla at y'all. Black Chair out. Yes, sir. Ski. That was a weak ass shit.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said